Hello, and welcome to this protocol of stress and anxiety. This might be something that you suffer with on a daily basis, or it might be something that just resurrects itself occasionally. Something might happen that might trigger you to feel anxious, which might come in the chest or in the head. But it also might be something that's coming up, which is causing you worry. So this protocol can really support you, and it involves 4 oils. And you might have them in your doTERRA bottle, or you might have them in your sample bottles. So I will show you how to use that, because there is an art to it. And of course, you'll also have an inhaler. So, and you'll also could use a drink, because the orange oil is going to go into a glass of water. If you haven't got that, you might want to stop the video and then do it after, or you can watch it and then do it after. It's really up to you. So I am going to start with the wild orange, which is, so let's assume it's in your sample bottle, and it will come with a flat top, which is what we call a vial. This is going to be used by just tapping it into your glass of water and then sipping. Okay, so this really is a great oil for supporting a positive mood. It's really calming, and it's also uplifting. It's what we call an adaptogen, because it kind of works on both ends of the spectrum. And it's really great for calming anxious feelings and just lifting, elevating that mood. It's also one of the popular oils that we actually work with. And so if you have a glass of water, I've actually got my mug here. You just get your oil and you take your lid off, and then you just tap it in 1 or 2 drops. Okay, I normally stir with my finger. You might want to stir with a spoon or just swish it around. Now you can really smell the wild orange. It's just got an amazing aroma. But then you can just sip it and drink it and enjoy it. And we're going to suggest that you do that once in the morning, start your day off. And in the afternoon, it's really great as a pick-me-up. So we'd like to encourage you to do it in the afternoons as well. Now, the next one I'm going to talk to you about is Cobaiba. Now, again, you will have it in a vial or you will have it in your bottle. And with this, you can put it under the tongue. So that would just be like this. 1 drop. Or you can put it into a veggie cup. You've probably been sent some veggie cups. And you just pour 2 drops in there, 1 drop in there, sorry. And then you put the lid on, and then you just pop it in your mouth. It's a really great way of internally taking essential oils. Now, with the Cobaiba, I want you to do that first thing in the morning, okay? And there's a really great video about all these oils to give you more details. But just to explain to you, there are a few oils that make me feel like this, and I just wanted to explain it to you. You know, when you're having a real frazzled thought, your head's a little bit muddled, you can't think straight. This is the amygdala firing off. And I always think of it, if you think of your hair, it's split ends, okay? You're frazzled in here. And I just think that Cobaiba is like conditioner. It just smooths and calms the nerve endings, the emotional center of the brain, and just brings it back into balance. And that's what I think Cobaiba does. That's what I imagine when I actually take my Cobaiba. I also have a roller ball, and I roll it right at the bottom of the stem. But for this protocol, we're going to be getting you to do that with lavender. So imagine you've got your roller ball, or you've got your actual bottle of lavender. You can apply this with a carrier oil, which is how your roller ball will be, or you can just place 1 drop on the end of your finger and just rub it at the base of your spine and brainstem. Okay. Top of your spine, and you can also roll it around at the bottom of your feet, because the feet are a really great area. They've got large paws, so it's a really great way of getting the essential oil into your bloodstream and into systemically, we call it. Now, very often, it's our head that's frazzled. That's why I always think it's really good just to place it at the bottom of the brainstem. And the amygdala's firing off, and all we want to do is soothe it, to calm it down, to clear our mind, to help us think straight again. Okay? Now, I want you to do that fasting in the morning and also before you go to bed. Okay? Because lavender is also really lovely for supporting sleep. So now the final one is our inhaler. So adaptive would have been put in your inhaler. So in here we'll have a width, okay, and on there would have been 5 to 6 drops of adaptive put onto it. Now, adaptive is the soothing, calming blend. Again, there's a video on it on the next part that gives you more details. And what we're going to do is we're just going to inhale it. Take a nice deep breath on the other side. And I would do that 3 times each side. Just get that oil really deep go straight to the limbic center of the brain. It's the quickest way to calm our mood, to change our mood. And it's really a lovely way of carrying this around with you. You can pop it in your handbag so that you can use it throughout the day. So I want you to do that in the mornings, and also again at night before you go to bed, and maybe once through the day. I also want this to be the one that if you're having an anxious thought or feeling during the day, I want you to grab it, and I want you to use this one, okay? And it's almost like landing, almost just ground yourself for a minute and just have some nice calming thoughts and bring yourself back so that if you're feeling anxious or going through something that's, maybe triggered a thought, then grab that one and use it. I've had some really lovely feedback from people that just find adaptive really works for them. It's the most supportive oil for them. Our body intuitively knows what to need, so it'll take what it needs. And I think with every oil we use, a bit like the orange in the water, breathe it in. The lavender, you put it on the back of your neck and then breathe it in. Let's not waste any part of that oil. Always have a nice big breath with it. Okay, so there's our protocol for anxious thoughts. Now look at, there are some videos, as I said, on each of the oils, giving you a little bit more in depth so you understand what they work for. And also there's a really lovely meditation by Debbie. So have a great day and let us know in the comments how you get on. Thank you. Bye.